In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. We're looking at S&P 500, and the market started with bullish pattern, spike, and a channel pattern. We have a break push to new high. We followed up with the downtrend that has a break push to new extreme. So as a price action trader, I'm using trend lines to identify directional bias of the market. Also, when I was watching this live, I was playing with the idea of drawing a channel a little bit wider like this, like it's still in play, because overall the bullish bias was stronger. It's not convincing wider channel because this tight one fits pretty well, but it's something I take into consideration. Either way, I cannot take felt second entry short because it is below EMA, but at the same time you cannot go short because downtrend play with the break push to a new extreme. I want to talk about one more thing here. You can see a downtrend, one leg break, second leg down. Now one trader draw channel for this second leg. Now remember, you don't want to draw a channel for the secondary leg, because otherwise trend line rule would work indefinitely. There's a downtrend, break new low. Only way you can draw a channel for the secondary leg, because sometimes that can happen, spike in a channel pattern, is if you start exceeding the measured move, the two-legged pullback, and there is so many bars, so many lower lows exceeding the measured move, it no longer looks like two legs down, but the second leg is so much longer. That didn't happen in this case. We're correcting here. You cannot also take the high-low breakout pullback because you have uptrend break new high. If I'm going to connect these two swings, trying to draw some wider channel, I end up with overshoot. So I simply have to be patient. This channel will be too broad. So I just need to see something like second entry long or something stronger. Okay, we are working lower. Initially, I drew channel a little bit wider like this because I combine it with the bullish trend, but we reverse all the way back down. Okay, interesting. Now I have to redraw downtrend working lower like this. We actually have new low for a entry short, pullback, second entry short. This actually seems decent because we retraced a lot of this uptrend, so we can right now focus on this downtrend. This is a second entry short. I didn't take it at the time, but looking back, it's a decent setup. New low for a entry short, second entry short, 2 key entry points. It's not a bad trade to consider. When I was watching this live, I was more inclined to be thinking bullish given the overall bias. But we're starting to go sideways. We clearly didn't have new high, so it makes sense to use this for a scalp. Downtrend is in play. We have a felt second entry short, but problem is this felt second entry short is not full above the EMA. And what if the downtrend is going to get pushed to a new low, second leg down? So we can't take just the felt second entry short. Okay. And here I was really surprised because we have another uptrend without retest, but it's happened because this first leg right now has a break and the second leg down. So I have downtrend, break, second leg down. So far price action is rather neutral. You can see every single time you're drawing these short-term channels and you're struggling to get new extremes, it seems to pivot too quickly. You're trading some form of a trend range because this behavior happens in the trend range when the short-term channels pivot quickly. So you have one leg break, second leg, and you actually have second entry long, fell breakout below the support, two legs down, downtrend play to break new low, and this is decent. How about this setup? Second entry long, fell breakout. What is it fell breakout out of? Of this consolidation. You have consistent pricing up and down. Fell EMX is a trend range, buy low, sell high. Can I get the fell second entry above EMA because I have a new low? First entry short, pull back. I'm looking for second entry short failure. That didn't happen. I'm gonna draw. Initially, I drew uptrend like this because it's range. I was looking for second entry long at the EMA. You have new high, first entry long, second entry long. It's not the EMA. I don't want to go short just yet because even if I draw resistance tighter like this, I still have room. So this is not enough for me to go short. And notice how strongly we are trading higher. Okay, so when I was watching this, this is quite substantial push up. Notice how strong the second leg is getting. It's getting quite steep. Because we were in a trend range the whole time prior to that, I liked viewing this more as an uptrend break new high, two legs up. Okay, drawing a wider channel like this was pretty tempting, and it's not that bad of a decision. But because you don't have no swings here, just one leg break, second leg up, and this was a trend range, I decided to play break a new high just to make sure I'm not gonna go long prematurely. Okay, I'm gonna draw the downtrend working lower. I actually drew a little bit wider like this because I thought we are gonna go back into trend range. If you draw it like this, you're breaking your extreme. You have no setup here though, and you have high-low confirmation setup. And this is why you have to be careful because there are no bounces for this channel. It looks really like one leg broad break, second leg up, and we were in a trend range. So this is why you don't want to take this high low. It's also quite congested. You can see where EMA is in one of these bars. We broke below EMA. So this is really getting quite bad, quite congested. I don't think we can take anything. We cannot go long nor short. Okay, this is too much of a congestion. 8 bar stack right next to each other. We ended up creating breaking new high. Okay, so at this point, in hindsight, I redrew the wider channel just to make it obvious what happened. Break new high, so uptrend played out. Okay, but we are not really reversing. We're back above EMA, and we have brought 2 legs down. You felt second entry short. Problem is, the uptrend just played out. So this felt second entry short is a felt second entry short just on its own, not really part of anything. Bullish bias played out. It's tempting because if downtrend break new low and these 2 legs are broad, push above EMA, there is no reversal. But I cannot justify taking this as a high probability setup. Maybe if you're a more advanced trader, because these 2 legs down are so broad, there is no reversal, back above EMA. It's not a bad idea to take a failed second entry short, but it's better when you have some uptrend in play that gives you more confidence that you're reading this correctly. In this case, it ended up working perfectly, but you have to be objective. Downtrend is working lower, so I'm going to redraw brand new downtrend like this. I wouldn't be thinking about some wider channel, something like this. This is like way too broad, way too sideways, a lot of empty room. So it's better just to follow the most recent structure. And we actually have second entry short. New low is where we're going to reset the count if we count for entries to go short. First entry short, pull back, second entry short. And this doesn't look that bad. EMA is in the middle of those bars, yes. But there's a little bit empty room here. There are no dojis, full trend bars. So the congestion is not as bad. And this downtrend needs new low. According to trend line rule, it's a decent bar. Break, attempt to test the new high. Double tap was created. I'm going to mark it. This is a decent trade to consider. Second entry short. Something like this. Can I get a lower high? You have a lower high here. But it's simply not full at the EMA with the body. And also notice you're very close to creating double bottom. I really wanted to see this lower high closer to the EMA with the body, because when you already almost have double bottom, you know, you want to have some room. In this case it worked, but I'm not going to mark it still. You can even see the tail is barely touching it. And this was not strong downtrend. This is just some consolidation with bullish bias. Downtrend play with the break new extreme. So you can see I'm using these trend line rules. And I have push above EMA. So because this is not trending market day, we have break new low, reverse above EMA. So I'm going to adapt to brand new trend. And I'm looking for second entry long. I'm basically looking for a repeat pattern of what happened here, just to the upside, because this spike up needs to get new high, just like this spike down needs to get new low. So I'm going to reset the count. Double tap resets the count. There is a double tap, so we're going to use the second tap, resets the count. First entry, can I get a second entry long? I have a second entry long here, which I almost took the double bar. You cannot go long above bearish bar. So if you want to consider second entry long, you need to wait for this bar to get a trigger. Stop loss goes here and use some deeper limit order. But you know, it is quite big overall, so not the best. Context wise, great trade because you can see leg down, broad correction, second push down, clear breaking new low. It's just the signal bar is so weak. Can I get some high low confirmation setup? I can. You can see the stop loss is still intact because you have to place it 1 tick below the signal bar, and this is great high low confirmation setup. This is where I took my trade. I entered position, high low confirming the second entry long because uptrend is new high. It's confirming the second entry long. One rejection, second rejection of the EMA, and you can even consider taking this failed second entry short. EMA keeps holding 3 times, nice bullish bar, we need new highs, sellers are getting trapped, selling directly into the EMA. It's getting quite late, it's not as bad, but it's better to be in the trade here because it was really slow holiday price action, but break, new high, uptrend played out, perfect price action, and now the market may reverse lower. And it's too late, we're about to close here. So this is the overall structure for today. I took only one trade today, and this was this high-low confirmation setup. So I basically waited the whole day just to take one trade. But overall, it was a decent price action. Quite boring throughout this area because I was looking for the bullish bias because this is how we start today. But these uptrends are not getting new highs, so a little bit confusing. But you can find a few good trades almost every single day. This was a great second entry long failed breakout. 2 legs down, so you have even second entry short here. So if you're patient enough, it's slow, so you have to endure it. Once again, like I said many times, you can have some light distraction on the side while you're waiting for setup, because if you're staring at the chart the whole time, it generally brings up the need to take any trade and you will force impulsive setups. So some light distraction on the side is definitely helpful. You can maybe listen to some podcasts, clean your office, walk around the office, etc. But it has to be light, and this is what I do. I still watch the chart, of course, but I don't have to watch it as diligently when I know that I'm stuck in the area of development and I need a little bit more information. So hopefully tomorrow is still a good trading day. We have the holiday price action, so it's going to be slow and uneventful most likely, but it's still going to be tradable hopefully. So I hope you had a good trading. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Like your trading.